Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode here at RacePlazaMedia. Today we will talk about the F1 Academy race at Silverstone. And to kick us off, Milan prepared 1 minute for us. Did you prepare it? I don't know if you did. But here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
The woman, the racer, the legend, Chiara Bettig, wild card in F1 Academy, gets pole position for the very first time in F1 Academy history. So that means in the reverse grid race, she starts in 8th. Alicia Palmowski, championship leader, starts in 7th because she qualified in 2nd. However, really devastating for the championship, Emma Felbermayr qualified in 8th place, meaning she starts the reverse grid in 1st. She immediately takes off during reverse grid, really holds it down, clinches the race and wins. However, Alicia Palmowski does finish quite up front, so she is able to make up a few points. Now, going to the main race, Chiara Bettig unfortunately loses P1 going right after the start because Alicia Palmowski is just a fucking beast. Oh my god, she wins the race, Alicia Palmowski. However, Emma Felbermayr makes it for 8th all the way to 3rd because she's a mad lad. That's it. Okay. I just yelled at the end. I had so many notes, but I kept saying everyone's full name, and they have such fucking long names. What's wrong with me? I wanted to talk about here. Ella Lloyd and Emma Felbermayr battling. Emma sends it and overtakes Ella. She feels like she gets pushed right and immediately loses a position to Nina Gateman. If you thought that was interesting, I thought so too, but didn't make it into the minute.
Nice one. But I mean, so glad the women from F1 Academy are back this weekend, or were back this weekend in Silverstone. First time for them racing as part of F1 Academy in Silverstone.
Yeah.
I mean, what a legendary track to be racing on. Of course, for several of the women on the track, this is also, of course, a home race.
Yeah.
So lots of emotional value into putting on a good race. Like I said, I was just so glad for them to be back. First of all, let's talk about the wild card.
I mean, Chiara Bettig.
From Switzerland.
From Switzerland. What a wild woman.
16 years old.
A young 16-year-old rolling up there and getting pole position. And that's not easy.
No.
Because you have someone like Alicia Palmowski on the grid. You have someone like Emma Felbermayr, Ella Lloyd, Nina Gateman. These are all fast
ladies.
I was going to say motherfuckers.
Sure.
But yeah, they're fast drivers, And for you to roll up and get P1, that is a fantastic performance. Yes. I mean, if she's not on the grid as a permanent feature next year, then I do not know what's going on. I would be shocked. This is the best wildcard performance that we've seen.
Yes. And we've seen some really great performances. But like you said, excellent performance. 16 years old, comes in and lands on pole. Then she also ends up in 2nd place on the feature race. Yeah. So, I mean, and she really did an excellent race. She was staying with Alicia Palmowski the entire race. She didn't let Alicia take off, which Alicia tends to do when she gets in the front sometimes.
I thought that was going to happen.
I thought so too, but Chiara kept her within less than a second, usually between 0.6, 0.8, somewhere around there, which is excellent for the entire race. Yeah. And then, of course, our girl Emma Felbermayr winning the reverse grid race, and then also making her way through from 8th place all the way to 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean, that was
which I wasn't surprised by. I was hoping that would happen for her.
Part of me is a little bit toxic, where I was kind of expecting her to overtake a bunch of people because she is very good.
She is so good, yeah.
But I will say we're getting into this thing, and this is a little bit unfortunate because the season is so short. We're getting into Ayogura territory, where it's girl, fix your qualifying.
Yes.
You need to fix your qualifying because you're fast and you have enough pace.
Yes.
And if you needed to, you could battle Alicia on track because you're a good wheel-to-wheel racer. You know who's also a good wheel-to-wheel racer? And we know this, our girl Megan Bruce.
Yes.
Crazy. In the reverse grid race, her and Ava Dobbs were battling it out, and they were wheel-to-wheel. And it was really, really beautiful. We did see it go wrong in a feature race, though, when wheel-to-wheel doesn't work out.
Yes, unfortunately. That was between Rafaela Ferreira and Kosterman, exactly, Esme Kosterman. And I mean, but we saw so much excellent battling this weekend between them. I mean, we did have the safety car come out during the feature race briefly because
there was going into lap 2, or at the end of lap 2, because Rafaela Ferrer tried to push Kostermann further out, so back into the track.
Ella Stevens got caught up in that.
No, I'm so sorry. Not it was Ella Stevens, not Kostermann.
Yes.
She had a different incident.
Yes.
But yeah, it was Ella Stevens in the McLaren livery.
Yes.
And she essentially, like, Ferrer was trying to push her out a few times, and then, but it was so abrupt, and it wasn't like a smooth push out. She would like, and then they ended up crashing out, and Ella had to get out of the car right then and there. And then Rafaela was able to bring the car to the pits, but it was too far damaged to do anything with it, which was so unnecessary, because also Rafaela is also someone who could middle on the top 10, at least top 5, I feel like.
Yeah.
She just like, this is just unnecessary.
Yes, agreed. But yeah, we saw lots of great racing this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, the reverse grid, Emma Felbermayr ended up winning.
Yeah.
We had Nina Gademan in second, and then Ella Lloyd in third.
Yeah.
And then for the feature race, we had Alicia Pomowski winning. And then we have Chiara Batic, the wild card, in second, and then Emma Felbermayr in third, which is so important for the overall standings, because Pomowski is first and Felbermayr is second. So they're so...
She's 30 points down, huh?
Yeah, Alicia's 30
We have 3 more rounds
ahead. Yes.
So 6 more races.
Yes, we have Zandvoort, we have Austin, and
then Vegas.
Exactly.
Okay, this goes back to me thinking this. I had this thought today again, and this I feel it the most again now talking about the championship. Of course, I don't want to take anything away from Alicia Pomowski because she's been doing so well, but it is this thing where it. I just wish there was like 2 more race weekends.
Yes.
Yeah, no, just a little bit more. Or what I was thinking also was GB3 does is they do 2 regular races and 1 reverse per weekend.
Yes. I mean, we do have, I think in Austin, they'll have 3 races.
Yeah, but because we are missing a race, not because it's the standard. But I was like, so technically there's time to do it. So I'm hoping as F1 Academy goes on that we will get more races on the grid.
It would be lovely, just because also you see such a progression, and then also there's more opportunity for actual like fighting for the championship.
Well, I'm also yes, that is my main thing. I'm thinking also like if you wanted to keep the cost down, then I would just add a race instead of adding race weekends.
Yes,
just because then you don't have to do as much traveling and like the infrastructure of moving everything around.
Yes.
But if you could do like an additional race per weekend, that would be really, really awesome.
Yes.
Just because for the championship that this is like a huge undertaking for Emma.
Yes.
It's not out of it yet.
No.
But she has to do a lot has to go right for her and not right for Alicia.
Yeah.
And she is kind of a little bit like Dorienne.
Yeah.
Like what we've seen with Abby. It's consistent, you know, consistency, you know.
Exactly.
So we'll see. I'm excited.
I mean, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
And yeah, I'm very excited. I love watching them race.
Yeah.
I love watching them battle. I always think about it. I'm so excited that we have something like F1 Academy where we can watch these women start their careers, but really take their careers to the next level with F1 Academy. And then beyond that, I mean, we are always still keeping an eye on Abby also, because we're of course rooting for her. The same with Dorienne, we're rooting for her.
Both of them racing this weekend.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's just such a great opportunity, and I'm so glad that lots of people are also tuning in for it because it's so entertaining.
It is
so entertaining, and I also feel like the level, the overall quality of the racing
has improved
significantly,
significantly,
so much. But we still have so many young riders or drivers part of this, but there's so much great potential already lined up. I mean, when we just see Chiara Batic, I mean, she is ready to join next season.
100%.
All means, and she'll be able to compete in the front.
I would be curious to see if she would maybe get another wild card chance, you know, if they would do that again. I do want to say, and not to bring down the mood a little bit, but now that I'm also seeing the driver's standing, it is quite sobering to see that we have, not to put someone down, Megan Bruce, right, in 4th position, right? Ella Lloyd in 5th. I was hoping for more. Peyton Westcott in 6th. Matilda Patz in 7th. Rafaela Ferrer in 8th. And we have to scroll all the way down to 9th to find the one that we were thinking was a huge championship contender this year. Alba Larsen with 24 points on the board when we have Alicia Palmovsky over 100.
Yeah.
Granted, she's the only one with triple digits, but I don't know what happened, and I'm like, did we put too much pressure on her? Like we collectively,
yes,
you know?
mean we don't have any contact with Alba.
But it's like in general, I think a lot of people were expecting it, and I do think that there is potential there.
Yes.
Part of me almost wishes like, oh, she could do maybe another round.
Yes.
But then again, it's like almost if you're looking at everyone like Ella Lloyd, right, Nina Gardeman, right, they're doing better in their second season.
Yeah.
It would be more fair technically if they would get another chance at it than Alba, just because of how it's just not been working out for her.
Yeah, I guess it's also like, do you give the opportunity to people who are already doing well just so they have a chance for the overall championship, or do you give the next opportunity, or the opportunity again to people who you think they haven't taken everything they can out of the championship yet?
I guess,
you know?
I guess who's gonna be next year it's gonna be setting a precedent, because I know that there's like qualifications that you have to meet, but I don't know how you come to that conclusion, and who also is the team who would essentially get to benefit from a third season driver, right? Because you would hope, because you're probably picking someone with potential, right? And who you're thinking like, this person might be able to clinch the championship or whatever, right? So obviously every team would probably want to have maybe at least a say in whether or not this person can drive for them, because you also have constructors championship and stuff like that, so that does count into all of that. So it's going to be interesting.
I'm very curious about it, but we have unfortunately a little bit off until late August, until the ladies return in Sandford, which is, it's just good. It's a track,
Yeah, Sandford. Yeah. The only non is the Vegas left.
Yeah, that's true, because then after that we have Austin, which will have the 3 races and is also on a track.
Coda,
And then Vegas obviously is in the city of Las Vegas.
Yeah, if you are like, oh, I don't have time to watch both of the races, I would probably recommend the second race.
Yes.
I think the feature race just had a little bit more overtaking action, but the reverse grid was also interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But I do think because the safety car happened early on, and you have to give it to also, again, Chiara, what a fantastic restart. You know, she, I think, said that she thought it wasn't as good, but she stayed really, really close with.
I mean, I don't know how much closer she could have
been.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I thought, it was excellent, because it was also smart. Like, this is the last opportunity for really a good restart from Alicia, or to get away. And she stayed, because Ella, who was right behind her at that moment still, didn't stick with them.
No,
she lost a little bit, and then Emma was right behind, and then Nida Gardeman was right behind, and then eventually, obviously, they all swapped positions. But it's like, she had an excellent restart. She was still on Alicia's toes, because this was an opportunity for Alicia to maybe get away a little bit also.
Yeah.
But nope. Chiara was there the whole time. But yeah, excellent race weekend for F1 Academy, I thought. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad they were back. I can't wait for them to come back yet again. We're always rooting for all of them.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see who will take the overall championship.
Yeah.
Because things are still
up for grabs.
Yeah.
I still believe, not that I don't want Alicia to win it, but I don't want her to run away with it.
Yes,
you know?
And I would like the battle to go all the way to Vegas.
That's what we had last year.
If we can, that would be excellent.
I mean, last year, obviously, it didn't end as dramatic as it could. In a way, it ended the most dramatic way.
It ended, it was.
But not on track.
Which no, technically yes, but not.
But it wasn't battled out on track.
Not while racing on track.
And it's just last year was heartbreaking for Maya.
I don't want that. But I do
want it to be battled out.
Yes. On the last race weekend.
Yeah, and it's like whoever wins this race, or whoever finishes ahead of the other person, like, wins the championship.
I would like,
it has to be like that, not like, oh, if Alicia finishes like 5th or lower. I don't want that.
Or maybe we finish the car in a safety car. The race in the safety car.
Which has happened in F1 Academy, but it's also a little different.
Yeah.
You have multiple races. It's a whole thing. Anyways, don't get me mad again.
We'll leave it here. Like, subscribe.
And I'll see you guys on Thursday, where I let you guys know about all the races that you guys should tune into this upcoming weekend. And spoiler alert, MotoGP is back.
Whoop, whoop. Bye. And the World WRC.
CR. The King of the Saxon Ring will return.
AKA my boy Mark. Bye. Say bye.
Yeah, wait. Lewis also wants to say goodbye. This does not look anything like Lewis, but
Bye.
according